Hi, I'm Dr. Katrina Kazishin-Jones, psychologist at KKJ Forensic and Psychological Services. Today I'm going to talk to you about a coping technique or strategy from cognitive behavioral therapy that can help with depression. It is only one of many solutions, and it's called the ABCs. So I have a notepad right here that we are going to have a picture of that you can see what is written here. But it can be helpful to map this out for yourself for any given situation. So I've chosen to use a situation related to calling a friend and asking them to go out for dinner. A is the activating event. In other words, it is what has happened. So you've called your friend, you've asked them to go out for dinner, and they've said that they cannot go out for dinner. So then the next column that you chart out, B, is your belief or your thought about the situation. We have two different ways to look at this. One is the automatic thought. What automatically pops into your head is something like, I'm not worthy, that person doesn't want to spend time with me, they're not really my friend. Then you go look at an underlying core belief. That is a deeper seated, long-term kind of belief about yourself, about the world, or about others. So it could be that underlying thought is that I'm no good and no one wants to be my friend. It could be that you think something about the other person. This person never wants to get together. They are a bad person and I can't pick good friends. And then what you look at is C, or the consequence or outcome of the situation. How do you feel? What do you do? You feel depressed, you feel sad, maybe you feel frustrated, and then behaviorally, do you withdraw? Do you act out? What is it that you tend to do? And you mark all of that up. So then what do you do about it? Well, you can't change the fact that you've made the phone call. You might in the future decide whether or not this is an actual friend to call to ask out for dinner. But in this moment, you've already done it. You can't undo it. So the thing that you can work on is your belief or your thought about the situation. This is your opportunity to come up with a counter argument to that. It doesn't need to be something that's not true. In fact, if it's not true, then it won't feel authentic and you won't believe it. So it needs to be something that you really can believe. I am a good person. Perhaps my friend just wasn't available for dinner tonight. I'll try again another night, rather than personalizing it and making it about me being a bad person. It may be that you realize maybe this person always says no and they really aren't a good friend, and I'm making, the choice to continue to try, but maybe that's what I actually need to change. And so changing your thinking about your relationship with that person may be the way to go. The other thing that you then want to look at is, does changing my way of thinking about the situation change the outcome for me? It doesn't mean that you're never going to feel sad about something again, but in this particular situation, were you able to work yourself through, it's not about me, the person is busy, right? It doesn't have to be something that creates so much distress for me. It can just be situation specific. And do you feel better? And then you get into the practice of doing this without your notebook. You just kind of go through it in your head over time. And it can be a really good thing to practice with a therapist or with a close friend who you feel like you can trust to help you work through this in a non-judgmental way. If this is something you're interested in learning more about, please contact us. Thank you for listening.